Good morning, dear students. We will continue our chapter 2, Nutrition in Animals, and today we will discuss about stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and ruminants. Okay, stomach is a J-shaped, thick-walled, bag-like muscular organ. Okay, located in the left side of the abdomen. Okay. It is the widest part of the alimentary canal and can hold up to 2 liters of food at a time. The cells lining the stomach secrete digestive juices, hydrochloric acids, and mucus. Okay, the digestive juice help in the digestion of proteins. Chloric acid kills microbes. Hydrochloric acid kills microbes that enter the body with the food. It also provides the acidic medium for efficient digestion of food. Mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach from the action of hydrochloric acid. Food remains in stomach for about 4 hours and is churned into a paste. This partially digested food is called chyme. Okay, the chyme passes into the small intestine for further digestion. Okay, now we will discuss about small intestine. Small intestine, although its name is small intestine, but its length is much more greater than the larger intestine. The small intestine is a highly coiled muscular tube which is about 7.5 meter long. It is the longest part of the alimentary canal. Food Further digestion of food takes place here. Okay, after the food is processed in the small intestine, uh, in the stomach, and then in small intestine, the small intestine receive secretion of two glands, liver and pancreas. Liver is the largest gland of our body. Now, this question can also be asked in MCQs also. Which is the largest gland in human body? It is liver. It is reddish brown colored gland located in the upper part of the abdomen. On the right side, it secretes a yellowish green fluid called bile. Bile is stored in a sac-like structure called the gallbladder. Bile is released into small intestine when needed through a narrow tube called bile duct. Bile reduces the acidity of the chyme and plays an important role in the digestion of fats. Pancreas is a gland located just below the stomach. It produces pancreatic juice which act on the carbohydrate, proteins and fats in the food to digest them into simpler forms. The walls of the small intestine also secrete certain digestive juices that help in the digestion of all components of food. Carbohydrates are converted into simple sugars such as glucose, fats into fatty acids, and glycerol and proteins into amino acids. Okay. Now, how the absorption of food take place? The absorption of digested food into the blood takes place mainly in the small intestine. The inner wall of the small intestine has many folds with millions of finger-like outward growths called villi. Finger-like outward growth called villi. Got it? Villi increases the sugar surface area through which digested food can be absorbed. Each villus has a network of fine blood vessels close to its surface. The digested food passes into the blood vessels through the surface of villi. The remaining chyme then passes into the large intestine. Large intestine is wider and shorter than the small intestine and has a measure about 1.5 meter in length. The upper part of the large intestine, called colon, absorbs the water and salts that remain in chyme. The undigested matter is converted into semi-solid mass called feces. Okay, that passes to the end of the large intestine called rectum. Okay, assimilation, the next process. The simple substances that are absorbed from the alimentary canal are transported through the blood in the blood vessels to all parts of the body. These substances are used in cells for different purposes. Glucose, the end product of the carbohydrate digestion, is broken down into carbon dioxide and water with the help of oxygen to release energy through a process called cellular respiration. Okay, amino acids are used to make proteins which are needed for the growth and the repair of worn out cells and tissues. Fatty acids and glycerol are stored in the body as reserve source of energy. Got it, dear students? Now again, the semi-solid feces is stored in the rectum and removed to or the egested from the body through the anus called defecation. This brings end up the digestive process. Okay, so the digestive process we studied in various steps. Okay, for example, digestion, digestion, assimilation. Okay, now let's move to the next part of this chapter, digestion in grass eating animals. Okay, till now we discussed about plants as well as animals also, how they take their foods, how they uh, how they take their foods, and even humans, how the food is digested in human bodies. Now we will start our discussion in grass eating animals, how they digest their foods. You might have observed that animals such as cow, buffaloes, goats chew continuously. Actually, these animals bite off their food, chew it a little, and quickly swallow it. Later, they bring the swallowed food from the stomach back into the mouth and chew it in in a second time. This process is called rumination, and the animals those do or perform these kind of now ru- this process is called rumination, and these animals are called ruminants. Ruminants mainly eat ruminants mainly eat grass and leaves which are rich in cellulose. Cellulose is a complex carbohydrate. Many animals, including human beings, cannot digest cellulose directly. However, plant eating animals have certain bacteria that can help them to digest the glucose. Let's learn about the digestion in ruminants. First of all, see this diagram with carefully. This is the digestion system also of animals. You can see over there mouth or the buccal cavity, oesophagus or the food pipe, reticulum, okay, Os- omasum, abosum, abomasum, okay, small intestine, and then you can see the large intestine in the rumen. You will see over there, okay. How now the question can be asked, or the diagram may be given to you, and you may be asked to label all the parts, okay. So study this carefully and try to remember the names also of these parts. Ingestion. In ruminants, food is ingested through mouth. Most ruminants have no incisors, front teeth, on their upper jaw. Instead, they have a thick, hard skin called dental pad. Okay, these animals have large molars. Grass is chewed and broken down into smaller pieces. The chewed grass mixes with the saliva and is swallowed by the tongue. The broken grass then enters the food pipe, which leads into the stomach. And this way, the ingestion process completes in ruminants. Now, the digestion. Most ruminants have special stomach with four chambers: rumen, reticulum, omasum, abomasum. Okay, rumen. The swallowed food first goes into the rumen, which is the largest chamber of the stomach. Ruminants animals keep eating till rumen is full. Okay, cellulose present in the grass is broken down into simple sugar by the action of bacteria present in the rumen. Okay, in this way the process digestion takes place. And now the reticulum, from the rumen the partially digested food goes into the reticulum. Here the food is further softened. The partly digested food is called cud. Okay, the reticulum helps in moving the cud back into the mouth. The animals then chew the cud or ruminates. Okay, omasum, the thoroughly chewed food now enters the omasum. Here excess water present in the food is absorbed. Abomasum, the food then enters the fourth or the last chamber, abomasum. Here the food mixes with the digestive juice secreted by the walls of the abomasum. And now the absorption, how the food is absorbed. The digested food passes into the small intestine where further digestion takes place. The digestive food juices from the liver and the pancreas are released here. The simple nutrients formed by digestion are absorbed here. Assimilation, the absorbed nutrients are transferred to the various organs through blood where they are used to synthesize useful products. Got it? Assimilation means extracting the useful products from the food. Again, the digested food then enters the large intestine where water is absorbed. The digested food enters the digested food then enters the large intestine where water is absorbed and digested food is finally excreted out of the body through the anus. Okay, now you can see the cycle is shown over there, the pathway of the food in a ruminant. This will help out you to understand or to keep in mind in a better way. Mouth, oesophagus, rumen, reticulum, omasum, abomasum, small intestine, large intestine, and then in the last is anus. The uh, waste is excreted from the body. Okay, animals such as horses and rabbits have large sac-like structures called caecum present at the junction of large and small intestine. The caecum contains certain bacteria which break down cellulose. Okay, now human have 28 milk teeth and 38 permanent teeth. Is it correct? It is correct, the false statement. Okay, this is your task to do. Human can digest easily cellulose. No, it is false. Okay, correct these statements also. One of the substance secreted by cell lining the stomach is hydrochloric acid. Yes, it is true. Okay, after digestion is completed, glucose is used for cellular respiration while fatty acids and glycerol are stored as energy reserves. Cross check whether the statement is true or false and then answer according to that. Now, the concept mapping. See, this is the way to remember what you studied in this particular chapter. Okay, we started with the nutrition in animals, and in this chapter we studied about three different types of animals: nutrition in amoeba, nutrition in human, and nutrition in animals like cow, buffaloes. So steps are involved: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and aggregations. Okay, nutrition in amoeba takes place through pseudopodia and vacuole. Nutrition in human organs involved: mouth, oesophagus, stomach, large and small intestine, liver, pancreas, large intestine, and anus. Digestion in ruminants involves four chambers in stomach: rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. Okay, so dear students, kindly remember these keywords. Okay, so dear students, revise chapter 2 revise chapter 2 for better understanding, and do its exercise also if not done till now. Thank you so much dear students. Take care. Bye bye.